Good afternoon. Welcome to Tribune News on Q. Go to afternoon news source only here at the Daily Tribune. We're now live at Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, but the Daily Tribune official on TikTok. For today's headlines. A group has asked the Supreme Court to order President Marcos Jr. to undergo a hair follicle drug test and release the results, citing public accountability. The Ombudsman is investigating 26 House lawmakers over alleged infrastructure anomalies, following a wider probe into the corruption in public works projects. The House Justice Committee says it only determines probable cause in impeachment cases, not guilt, as hearings continue amid legal challenges. Vice President Sara Duterte will skip today's impeachment hearing, according to her counsel, while a former aide is set to testify. Former Duterte aide Ramil Madriaga arrived at the House under heavy security to face questioning in the ongoing impeachment probe. The DOF says suspending fuel excise taxes will not significantly lower pump prices, pushing instead for targeted subsidies. Manny Pacquiao accuses Floyd Mayweather of avoiding a real rematch, saying the American prefers exhibition bouts. EJ joined Cat's Eye on stage at Coachella for a surprise performance of Golden, calling it an unforgettable experience. Today is April 14, 2026, Tuesday, and I'm Eliana Lacap bringing you today's top stories. Let's get started. The United People's Initiative has asked the Supreme Court to compel President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. to undergo a hair follicle drug test and release the results, citing public right to information on his health and capacity to govern. In a 12-page petition, the group stressed transparency and accountability in public office. President Marcos dismissed the claims as pure shenanigans and performed light physical activity before reporters. The petition also seeks regular medical bulletins for officials in cases affecting governance capacity. Now, at least 26 members of the House of Representatives are under investigation for alleged involvement in infrastructure project anomalies, Assistant Ombudsman Miko Clavanos said Tuesday. He said the Office of the Ombudsman has secured the lawmakers' statements of assets, liabilities, and net worth after the House compiled with a subpoena. Clavanos said the probe covers a wider alleged scheme involving infrastructure projects beyond flood control programs. He added the Ombudsman remains committed to prosecuting corruption cases, with several graft and malversation charges already filed in related cases nationwide. Now, House Committee on Justice Chairperson Gervil Luistro clarified that the panel's role in impeachment proceedings is to evaluate evidence and determine probable cause, not to decide guilt. In her opening statement Tuesday, Luistro emphasized that the House initiates impeachment cases, while the Senate decides them. She also addressed petitions filed before the Supreme Court by Vice President Sara Duterte's camp, saying the committee will comply with court requirements but continue its hearings. Luistro stressed that the process aims to clarify accusations and is guided by the Constitution and public interest. The Vice President Sara Duterte will not attend Tuesday's House Justice Panel impeachment proceedings, according to her counsel, Attorney Michael Poa. Poa said Duterte had already informed the committee in advance of her non-attendance. Meanwhile, former aide Ramil Madriaga appeared before the panel after being subpoenaed for clarification on allegations linked to the impeachment complaints. Duterte faces charges including betrayal of public trust and constitutional violations over alleged misuse of confidential funds, bribery claims, threats against the president, and unexplained wealth, all of which she has denied. Meanwhile, Ramil Madriaga, a former aide and alleged bagman of Vice President Sara Duterte, arrived at the House of Representatives on Tuesday to testify in her impeachment proceedings. He was escorted under tight security from Camp Bagong Diwa in Taguig City and reached the Patasang Pambansa complex before 7 a.m. Madriaga was brought to the People's Center through an emergency exit and placed under heavy guard. He is set to face the House Committee on Justice after being subpoenaed for clarification on allegations linked to the impeachment complaints against Duterte. The Department of Finance said suspending excise taxes on gasoline and diesel would not provide a meaningful relief amid recent fuel price increases. Citing the Development Budget Coordination Committee, DOF, Secretary Frederick Go said any reduction in pump prices would be minimal and offset by global market conditions. He added the government will instead focus on targeted subsidies for transport operators, farmers, fisherfolk, and commuters. The DOF also noted that suspending taxes on kerosene and LPG would still benefit households with estimated savings for basic fuel needs. The Philippine stock market closed lower at midday trading on Tuesday, with the PSEI slipping to 26.31 points or 0.43% to 6,027.74. The broader all shares index also declined by 0.28%. Sectoral performance was mixed, with gains seen in financials, industrial, and mining and oil, while holding firms, property, and services ended in the red. Among the most active stocks were ITT, JFC, and BDO. Meanwhile, select counters such as P Gold and BPI posted gains, while ALI and Plus weighed on the market amid cautious trading. Manny Pacquiao has accused Floyd Mayweather Jr. of avoiding a real match to protect his undefeated record. Speaking on an online talk show, Pacquiao said Mayweather prefers exhibition bouts because his 50-0 record is his main leverage. The remarks come after Mayweather said that their planned September bout in Las Vegas would only be an exhibition. Pacquiao insisted he wants a professional fight, while his camp says a hard deadline has been set to finalize negotiations. The pair last met in 2015, with Mayweather winning by unanimous decision. Now, EJ of K-pop Demon Hunters expressed gratitude after joining Cat's Eye on stage to perform Golden at Coachella. In an Instagram post, she shared behind-the-scenes moments and called the collaboration a special and unforgettable experience, saying it was an honor to perform at her first Coachella. Huntrix, composed of EJ, Audrey Nuna, and Ray Ami, is the fictional K-pop trio featured in the series. Meanwhile, Cat's Eye performed with 5 members as Manot remains on hiatus to focus on her health and well-being. Now, Tribune, did you know today in 1912, the British passenger liner RMS Titanic struck an iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean late at night during its maiden voyage. The collision caused catastrophic damage, and the ship ultimately sank in the early hours of April 15th. More than 1,500 passengers and crew members lost their lives in one of the deadliest maritime disasters in history. The tragedy led to major reforms in maritime safety, including improved lifeboat requirements and stronger ice patrol systems across transatlantic shipping routes. Viral now on Facebook is a video uploaded by content creator Davao Conyo, showcasing another relatable skit about a friend who doesn't eat vegetables being called out by her friends. Curious about the skit? Let's watch this.
Kain na tayo. Ako nagluto niyo, no?
Wow, pansit.
Kasos, nawala yung ngiti mo, nung may nakita kang carrot.
Okay lang. I love veggies on the side naman.
Wow, nagbe-veggies ka na?
Like literally, nilalagay ko sa side.
Akin na nga
Hindi ko
lang
kasi
yan.
bet.
Ito yung mga gulay ka, healthy ah.
At
saka sa edad natin, you should consume more greens. Hindi counted ang matcha.
Ay, sorry.
Baklang to. Para sa kain na tayo. Ako nagluto niyo, no?
And that's all for now. Join us again at 4:30 p.m. still here on Daily Tribune's Facebook page, Daily Tribune PH on YouTube, and the Daily Tribune Official on TikTok. Once again, I'm Eliana Lacap, and this has been Tribune News on Q.